I'm making character concept right now.
Yeah. Right, thank you, Pan, for also being the character concept artist.
Wow.
Aubrey, would you like to join me in the character concept artist?
Please note, Pan's just kind of making up own OCs right now, and we may or may not implement them.
Oh, all right. I can make some characters for it. Yeah, sure.
Wait, hold on. You know Project June and like how I like give the one
Screenshot.
Oh yeah, that one OC you made for it, right?
Gawa.
Oh yeah, you reused Gal for that.
Oh yeah,
Surprise,
did you
would it
listen
be-
to the fucking poems of loving sorrow? I did.
Okay, hold on. Where is it? There it is.
Yeah,
Life
let me know
OG.
what you think.
God, I don't even know if Project June is even gonna even use my character, so
I doubt it.
yeah. I did a big dialogue insert for this.
Um,
All right. I skimmed through a little bit. Can I be honest?
yes.
It sounded like, you know, those like hold on, it's better if I just like send what I'm thinking. Actually no, hey, remember that one time in the other VC we were listening to like different ASMRs?
No.
Like with like weird, like strange ass like concepts, like fucking goth girl hits you over the head to sleep on a frying pan ASMR or something like that.
Oh yeah, those joke ASMRs.
Yeah, that I want to be honest, that's kind of what it sounds like.
Okay. Hi, Malchus, it's me.
Hello, Michael.
Man, I really wish I had concept art. I can talk concept art, so I can totally put in Vivi as abnormality for real, for real.
Maybe it's gonna be too powerful.
Sorry, I can't hear you, Ken.
I don't know
What
did
why
you
I just
get?
died. Like I kind of just fucking.
Why did you
died
just
there.
die like that? Hello? What happened?
I
Death.
don't know.
Does death happen? Death.
Also, hi, Malcolm.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome. Thank you for
Hi.
appearing. My stream's
Surprise.
lagging.
Speaking of stream, Discord stream, cough.
Oh right. I forgot I closed Limbus and need to start streaming again.
Evil
You need to
gore.
start streaming.
Yeah.
Also, Pam, what'd you say before Suppress starting dying?
Too powerful. We need to nerf her now.
Nerf Vivi if she's in the game.
Right. We
Oh,
have.
nerd. Why the hell is there Guido? In the
Pardon?
no, there's like Guido in like the stream VC chat, and I'm like, oh, like on Discord, and I'm just like, why is that there?
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Right. Everything should be fine. Everything's fine on Discord stream, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You haven't done Murder on the Work?
No, I haven't done Murder on Warp Express.
Really?
Yeah, we just got done with time killing time.
Yeah, I actually really
Really?
enjoyed time, if I'm being honest.
How many times good?
Yeah, like I enjoyed voicing the Time Ripper, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You will never see him
Normally-
again.
There's Jesus Springtrap again.
Oh, fear,
Why are
fear.
you scared? Why are you
Yeah,
scared?
fear. Anyways, what do
Why?
y'all think of the new Rhodia ego?
Duck! Duck!
No, wait, no, it's a goose. That's a
Goose!
goose.
Goose duck! The goose!
The goose.
Yeah.
There's the goose. The goose just
Wait,
like
you want-
staring right in
It
front of
actually,
you.
the
Like,
ego reminded me of Madoka Magica, if I'm being honest.
oh my god! Wait, now I think about it. Yeah, the animation, like for the ego, I was just like,
Yeah, especially the
damn,
corroded
bitch,
form.
get out of Danganronpa, fuck.
Yeah, especially
Very
the corroded form.
Ooh, I haven't seen the corroded form.
Yeah, I haven't seen the code form either, actually. It's like Magical
Yeah.
Girl or something.
Really? Wait, let me
No,
try
I
and
haven't.
get it for you.
I assume it's
Hold on,
not.
wait.
Wait, I
know.
have the video downloaded on my phone because when I got drunk in celebration of me graduating.
Alright, so then-
Yeah, you graduated.
Thank you. I had one glass of wine that I drank kind of quickly, so.
You drank one glass of wine and you immediately got drunk?
No,
Lightweight.
I rationed it out a bit so it didn't hit me like a fucking freight train, but when it did hit, it hit hard.
Ah.
I'm also an Omega lightweight.
Omega light. The way you say Omega lightweight, I like how you just admit it. Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah, I can't hold
unfortunately
my
a
alcohol
lightweight.
for shit.
That's very honest of you. Very honest.
Yeah,
Thank you for being honest.
yeah. I
Honesty
wish
is the
the
best
video would
policy.
load, but also it's like the entire trailer.
Also,
I'm gonna turn Tan into Honglu.
Yeah, my mom's also cutting me a piece of pumpkin pie, so I'll be right back when I finish eating
Alrighty.
that.
Hi.
Right,
Hi.
you know what? Here. Everyone, look
Yeah.
at cursed stuff. Don't post anything that will get me banned off of YouTube.
What
Wrong
happened?
Can't promise
screen.
that.
Wrong screen.
Wrong screen. I feel
There.
like. Mhm.
what
There,
screen are you
don't
putting up?
post anything that will get me banned off of YouTube and the videos, in general, by the way.
Do I have to watch the YouTube live in order
you
for
don't.
this to? No, I don't. Okay, wait
Right
then.
here.
what
But yeah, if
screen are
chat members up here, please do acknowledge their existence.
Okay,
I will be
Alrighty.
I
right back.
try. No, we don't
I hate fighting sweepers so much.
I hate sleepers too, especially in
I've-
Runa. Those assholes suck.
I've killed about like 1,000 sweepers by now, Limbus. I hate
Oh
these
my God.
bastards.
These sweepers that I hate.
That's no Okay, before the interval, I really wanted to draw Dante that's like walking to a group of like sweepers. This time's going like, no, Dante, and then he just fucking rips them apart.
Oh damn.
That is how much I hate sweepers. I want to fucking make art of them dying. Ay. Anyways, I'm gonna fucking farm sweepers while we're going to this intervallo.
I hate farming sweepers.
I hate sweepers. So goddamn Aurelion.
Sweepers that I hate.
That fucking those fucking sweepers that I hate. Those fucking sweepers that I hate.
Sweepers that I hate.
That's fucking stupid that I hate.
Those fucking sweepers that I hate.
Those fucking sweepers that I hate. I'm turning Pan into Honglu.
Wahoo.
Wow.
Where's there? Now you're tiny
Whoa.
Honglu.
Tiny
Holy
Honglu.
moly.
Holy moly.
Oh my god, I'm
You're
tiny
gonna
Honglu. Holy moly.
be- I don't know which card you want, so I just picked Eurodivi Honglu.
Make-
What's your favorite? I could just turn you into regular Honglu. That could work. It's forgot talking right there.
Yeah, regular Honglu. Let's go.
Regular Honglu, you're gonna.
One
Yeah.
day I will
Oh my
probably.
Oh my god! I just realized. Oh, no wonder when. Okay, I just realized. I just opened the stream and oh, my thing is like, oh, it's my camera. Wow.
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 Welcome
Wow.
back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hi.
We got so cute on screen.
It is
Ignore the. I hope you like the pregnant in my monitors.
Pregnancy.
Pregnancy.
It is Honglu. For real, for real.
Oh.
It is Honglu. You're gonna become tiny Honglu now. I'm gonna shrink you down even further.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're gonna become a molecule at this point. Molecule time. Can you guys see
Did I
Pan?
come back to?
I don't know.
Did you see? Do you see Pan?
Barely.
Can you guys see Pan?
Barely.
Barely.
Oh, there they are. I see
So
it.
many.
So itty bitty tiny.
You're a single
God.
fucking pixel.
4 pixels.
I'm gonna turn them into the. I'm gonna turn Pan into Honglu.
I should probably make.
You're gonna become an even. You're gonna be regular Honglu this time. But this time you're gonna be so itty bitty that the sprite change just isn't gonna be drastic.
Fuck. Anyways,
There's
wait, yeah, right. I'm also running the blood-themed trio for this intervallo for obvious reasons.
You don't have manager?
Who?
Manjadon.
Oh, no, I do. I
Manjadon.
don't know why I said trio.
The quartet.
You said the quartet.
Yeah, I'm running the quartet. Alright. How did this happen? First, we boarded the warp train to get to our next destination, P-Corp.
And then you die.
Got into our fancy first-class flash freeze hibernation capsules. Why did I say it like that? What the fuck's wrong with me?
Advertising voice.
My God.
Very nice boy.
I'm
I
to
put
W
in
Corp.
a
So jolly.
spam pin there.
With Pan. Putting Pan back. Here comes Pan.
Whoa, it's Hongler.
We were supposed to
my
arrive
bones
at
hurt.
A-Corp after a quick
P-Corp?
blink of the eye, but
But
Dante, please respond. There's
it's the Dante. There's
the first thing
Dante.
I saw when my vision had returned was
Perplexed?
the perplexed look on Faust's Faust, who had
Yeah.
entered hibernation at the same time as I did. Then I realized that we woke up mid-travel on the warp train.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, no,
Wow.
that's where I was fucking pinged. Why was I pinged here?
That's right. It's supposed to work. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, some random fucking person pinged me to say
You're,
goodnight.
you're stranded. Oh no.
Yeah.
No,
Which could
you're
only mean that
stranded.
we were now stranded in some lost, unknown dimension?
Oh my
Dante.
god.
Dante. Dante. I understand your considerable degree of disorientation, but
But.
What? What the hell happened?
Oh no. First things first.
Faust, first things first. Let's rewind and return to the very start of this highly unfortunate situation we find ourselves in.
Yeah.
A few days ago. Oh, fun.
Our
The
next
Gramps-
destination is a warp train, Dante.
Wahoo!
What?
Wait.
Yep, that's where it all started. Then I
It's
was still
Volume.
there.
Perplexed.
Yeah, I was still perplexed. I'm still perplexed by the incident at T-Corp, with an awful idea of clean air by asking Virgilius for our next destination, unknowing the storm that my innocent question would bring.
Well, it must have returned.
Quite certain you didn't, Quixote. We are not
Here now.
en route.
en route.
Hmm?
En route.
En route to T-Corp. We are now en route to T-Corp Warp Train Station.
Wahoo!
What train station must have some conjuring that must be resolved there indeed. A crew that may be swiftly addressed at the station, yes?
Oh wow.
Did a distortion pop up at one of the warp platforms or something?
I see that you are now significantly less
Disinclined.
disinclined. to taking on side jobs. But no. We are boarding the warp train to get to P Corp. End of story. There's nothing between the lines, so don't try reading into it.
It was only natural the sinners immediately fell into a state of complete dumbfound shock. None of the sinners have had any history of working at W Corp, but we're actually taking that train. Though the vague information we gathered from the identities, we had some fragmented knowledge about the terrible secret of Warp Train's operation. Yeah, stream's lagging.
Oh no, it's lagging.
My inner conscience hid this information from the rest of the sinners, but since sharing things with everyone and letting them get their 2 cents is usually ended up being pretty helpful, I've been sharing some more of them as of late.
Though I have very dim, if present all, recollections from the time during which I wear identities. It can be
No, the
determined.
whipped cream!
The train!
Whipped cream!
Whipped cream!
It can be determined from the conversation records between the manager and the identities that the mechanism behind Warp Train's operations can be deemed as somewhat bizarre and inefficient.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. It's that 10-second trip that usually takes a long, long time, right? And when... I'm actually going to Rhodion, bleh. And when the train reaches the destination, you just wipe the passengers' memories.
Oh.
I also heard that the passengers get so tired and weary that they start literally ripping and tearing into one another.
Oh no.
Ideal.
Ideal.
Oh dear, hold on.
Oh.
Discord, why are you being like this? God. So, like, I might finally have a chance to see a masterpiece with my own eyes.
Then.
Even with the sinners wearing the identities through my identity cards, the identities' memories or beliefs do not bleed into them once it's over and done with. I remember even Faust explained that due to the risk of associating with
Embracing
such
influences,
there was a
filtering
process to
intentionally
block them from reaching the sinners. That's why the sinners could use identities of some of the worst enemies of our worst enemies without getting infected by their philosophy and whatnot. But it also meant that they could not retain any information that each identity had to offer. That's why I kept a record of some things that sounded particularly important and sometimes shared it with the rest of the sinners. Fuck. I have food.
Food.
Can someone take it for me?
My voice doesn't really carry well past the window, so most of our communications are one-sided, but I had an abundance of Debbie Corp identities, so it wasn't difficult to piece together the truth behind the trains. But
maybe ignorance really is bliss.
Your alarm. Oh, I want the Discord stream to a little. Okay, there. Your alarm response and possible incompliance have already been accounted for.
Leave out? Didn't Dosh has known all this long? for that was not designed to tell me of this.
Alice has indeed known this all along, as no knowledge is out of Faust's reach. As expected, a solution to your dilemma has already been prepared.
Meow.
This is that consideration involved not getting on the train. So what is it?
Oh shit! Wait, what's anxiety?
Can I be like-
feeling?
Can I be this like a named child? When like,
Yeah.
can I be like the NPCs? Yay! I want to be an NPC.
Also, you can be the unnamed NPCs, all of them.
Yes!
For you.
Yay! Let's go!
Sorry. Wait, anxiety. We should probably, you know they're playing Roblox. It's fine. Hi, Toe.
The bus. What about this bus? There's no way this thing fits inside a train car.
It can. Chiron details too. No one to feed Messi when Chiron's gone. Chiron.
Miss Faust.
The rearmost tail cars and warp trains are all freight cars. That is where Mephistopheles will be safely fastened and transported. And the LCB will have the benefit of boarding as first-class passengers.
Bus began to swell with noise again, though in a slightly different air to the alarmed response of from earlier.
First class passenger.
What's the seat for those pompous?
Pompous.
What the seats for those pompous toffs?
Oh my god.
Even on normal trains, you've got those snobs whose products
Addis.
Proudest.
proudest accomplishment in life
Is planting.
is planting their asses in first class seats, while others are clamoring themselves into frigid freight cars because they haven't into the cash for an economy ticket.
Hey, don't look at me. I've never been in one of those first-class seats before either.
Isn't the ticket for the first class seat like as expensive as 3-4 month salary of a first year ring employee? Can that budget really handle getting a ticket for all of us?
The company's
I can't
budget
believe this.
The company's budget is not subject that warrants concern.
I can't believe I'm in the book of Ventus.
I heard
No.
first class passengers get some cool bonus stuff like personalized private cabins or something, don't they?
That is the promotional language, yes. There are flash-freeze hybridization capsules, to be precise. They have been designed to easily withstand the true amount of time it takes for the warp train to travel from point A to point B. The trip will be over in a blink of an eye for the passengers. The company's regard for our well-being is unfamiliar yet welcome. So we provided such extravagance merely for our comfort. Such occurrences quite seldom.
Why? I honestly thought they were going to slip just the guide and Jerome into the first class seat, except the rest of us in the economy's cars.
Like, it seems like an unnecessary luxury. They should have saved their budget and given only the executive manager and the loyal advisors access to those seats.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're taking the train to get to our next mission, alright? We have to think about the unique nature of warp train and prepare ourselves accordingly.
Right. I know it's first class and all, but warp trains are just plain creepy. I know you'll also be worried about.
For example, economy passengers are going to have a hard time getting in the first class car, if they can even attempt to open it. I mean, I'm pretty sure the door separating the cars is iron clad.
Ishmael, who'd been holding the first class promotional pamphlet in her hand for a while, was chatting on with fire in her eyes.
We won't even have to lift a finger. We just have to board the train, get into our capsule, start our eyes, and snooze through the entire ride until that mess in the other car blows over. I heard they used to give out commemorative merch at commemorative
Complimentary.
Commemorative.
Oh.
commemorative merch back when their finances were in the gutter, and
Are they saying this like in reference to the real world merch they dropped that fucking everyone wanted?
Maybe.
No. Okay, I have to.
Yeah, I remember what. Yeah, I remember hearing about like the real world fucking warp train and shit.
Alright, Panscott, now I'm gonna do 80% of the voices. Yippee!
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I like the voice acting of this.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, like
I love talking to myself!
Pardon?
I love talking to myself. Yo, anyways.
Yeah. God, I fucking want one of those like warp caps. I'm so fucking mad that they did.
Just make one.
Ow, I don't know how to make a hat.
Oh, just buy a black hat and just like paint blue on it. Easy. Lamal.
Yeah. But you know like those stores you can find at a mall where you can make a custom shirt and shit?
Oh yeah.
I wish they had that for hats.
If only. Well, hey. Sure there is someplace that does that.
Probably.
Surely. Oh boy, okay, I got hold on. A true adventure is not without its hardships, yet even the most exalted of heroes cannot venture without respite. And on very rare occasions, the hero may even deign to select a first-class seat to rest in, and a place of a quaint inn. Indeed. God, it's gonna be hard to do Don Quixote. I am not used to using my voice for Don Quixote. Or like any energetic.
I can be Don Quixote for
I was about to ask
Yes, you.
Ishmael, not Ishmael, Malkuth, could you do fucking Dawn?
I can't
Yes,
do Don
I
for me.
can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can do it. I have water.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
I've also been having a massive just desire to play LOR.
Library Ruina.
Ruina.
Yeah, but I'm also so close to beating LOR, like
Lovely.
LobCorp. But also, it's just pain.
Just one more reset, manager. Just one more reset.
I have to beat Hawkma. And
Just
that
one more
shit
reset,
takes
manager.
an hour for me to get to, like, Red Noon. No, it's not Red Noon. What's the one after noon?
Dusk.
Yeah, Red Dusk.
I'm
To
trying
get the
out Deborah's
fucking
sword
two
for the first
roly
time.
poly clowns that split off to the other
Roly
clown
poly
variants and then
clowns.
breach
Oh, not the roly
fucking
polies.
like Big Bird and Clouded Monk.
Big burning cloud. Oh god, not clouded monk.
Big Bear.
Yeah, and
It's ugly.
breach fucking breach little red hooded mercenary as well as fucking
Mhm.
god. If you can't tell, this actually happened and forced me to reset.
Oh. Oh shit! I can manifest.
Yeah.
What? I can manifest ego already? Okay.
What?
No, it's like because like I got like, oh, I got the thing where I could manifest ego. I got the page where I could manifest ego for Gabra.
Oh, wait, you're playing LOR, like, while fucking doing this?
Yes.
Wait, I'm playing limbus while doing this.
Hmm?
So
Fair.
I'm sweeper farming.
Oh, fair.
Oh shit.
I could sense that there was a growing concern among the sinners that even a warp train ticket might be acceptable, even if it meant they could ride in first class seats.
I will board. Okay, whenever this one wants. There we go. I will board the train if I must.
Oh.
It's first class seeming mandatory. I prefer the scenic route. Don't want to miss out on the fun.
Ryoshu
I
prepared,
don't think going to
Pretended
pretended to not hear Ryoshu's question.
Very well. And then I assume that we're all in agreement. Let's go.
It's dawn.
Oh, hang on. Give me a sec.
I've a matter of great import to discuss with thee.
I'm sorry, that's really good.
Oh yeah, it is really good.
What is it? Out with it, lass. Being around the bush ain't like you.
Don Quixote carefully began, almost whispering in a low voice.
What is in the first class seats? I have heard tell that we must board with our feet freed from our boots. Doth that claim hold water?
Oh, come on now. What kind of nonsense gossip is this coming? What kind of nonsense gossip is this coming from this time?
No gossip, forsooth! I have overheard aught from those we have walked past there today, and when one of them inquired, you know that you got to go barefoot in first class, right? The other responded with, of course, man. What am I, stupid? Doth the traveler speak true, Ishmael?
Don't ask me. I've never been on one of those either. I don't remember seeing anything like that in the pamphlet. Give me a sec.
I mustn't be separated from Rocinante, not even for a twinkle. I shan't toss Rocinante to the side to such a vulgarities like the ugly shoes of Sir Heathcliff. Not her saying that the Heathcliff
Boy,
shoes are
you
ugly.
little-
I implore thee, oh illustrious red gaze, prithee, grant thee thy permission and allow me to board with Rocinante.
I expected Virgilius to answer with his usual
Exasperated.
exasperated rebuff.
Contrary.
Contrary to my experience. However, he responded in a somewhat serious tone. If
Painted.
be that faint familiar annoyance.
Fine. Keep your shoes on.
Yay! She gets to ride with her shoes. Oh my god.
I kind of like. I've seen Canto 7, so I know the story beat.
Yes.
That was pretty clever.
Sir Heathcliff, your J's are shit!
Sir Heathcliff, your Jordans are ugly.
Sir Heathcliff, your Jordans are fake. This place is huge. That was my first impression on the warp train station.
So this is... I said it.
Yeah, I realized I was just checking my cup because I accidentally banged it. Don Quixote shouted vigorously. Immediately recovering from her previous
Previous apprehension.
apprehension of the sheer possibility that she might have to be separated from Rocinante.
Look at you dead.
So each nest has one of these massive stations in them. I've got nothing.
I got nothing.
Boy. Wait, know anything about what they're asking? Heathcliff asked, gesturing towards Mersal with his chin. Excuse me.
How is it?
Every warp train has been built with a general design philosophy that draws from their respective nest architectural idiosyncrasies. It can also be said that many critics in relevant fields praise the warp train stations as one of the many cultural cornerstones of the city.
I have no idea when it happened, but Heathcliff started teasing Mersal treating Mersal like a walking encyclopedia from time to time. It's dawn.
Done.
Oh, sorry.
Merceau! Young Merceau! I say Merceau. Lo! Is that passenger over yonder one from the west?
Incorrect. Leather-based clothing and metal armor are predominant fashion trends often visible in the outfits of the Western population. While the individual's cloth-based style is somewhat ubiquitously observed throughout the population of North and South, they are largely considered to be an Eastern fashion trend, rarely seen among Western.
Oh damn. Read thee! Slow thyself, for I must make record for thy lectures! What wisdom dost thou have in part regarding the fashion of the northern region? I have once seen in a magazine that they are garbed in puffy, loose-fitting outfits. Understandably so, given the colder climate of the region.
An opportunity for a first-hand observation stands before you.
Damn. Hmm? What? I guess the poor multi-crack fixer.
3 seconds of screaming
Duet?
duet, one of utter fascination, the other of unimaginable frustration. What the shit? Nearly blew my eardrums. Blew out my eardrums.
Damn. Sorry, bro.
You don't want to talk. Dude, I've got an audio
Audible?
frequency
Audible.
range.
Expansion and put my eardrums. Holy shit.
Audio
Damn.
frequency range enhanced implant in my eardrums. Holy shit, man. Now get the hell out of my way. You're blocking the walkway like a ragtag band of hicks who's never seen a warp train before. Damn it. I take the train all the way here for an experience, only to lose my target. And now these assholes are trying to blow my eardrums out. Great, great. I love this. Fun! Fun, fun, fun!
Guys, isn't that obvious that we've never been on a warp train before?
That round trip ticket fee came straight out of my damn pocket.
Yeah.
Whoa, watch out, big fella. Someone might get seriously hurt if you keep swinging those forearms around, each holding weapons. A weapon to boot.
Prithee, wilt thou stand still for a moment to satisfy a few inquiries of mine regarding thy outfit? Ooh, yes, stand stand in absolute stillness for 5 minutes and I...
Seriously? The fixer was practically...
The fixer particularly impresses us prosthetic arms.
Thank you. Was protect... with a particularly impressive set of prosthetic arms. Holy fuck, that's a fucking mouthful. No, that's a tongue twister, I should say. Spent a few minutes venting several of his numerous gripes at us before storming off to a different platform.
The poor dude. Ah, indeed. 'Tis grand the city is... Tis grand the city of sundry odd personalities.
I'm pretty sure he was thinking the same thing. I guess there really are a lot of people in the city with full body prosthetics.
Yeah.
That's when Virgilius slowly walked up to our group.
Well, there we are. Rendezvous at the destination.
It's dawn.
Huh? Will the illustrious Red Gaze not ride alongside us?
W Corp policy demands that fixers bestowed with a color title must board a train specially prepared for them for their
You got this.
Instead.
Wow. I'm gonna turn off my OBS.
Yeah.
Oh,
First
are you
class
like...
plus.
Are you running the first class plus or something?
Meow.
Sorry, hold on. That's a color fixer for you, I guess. Special treatment from the wings, no matter where he goes.
Meow.
Wow.
Hanan wants to go back to Mephi. Mephi will be lonely.
I've told you before, Karan. 3 separate times, actually. Enough time.
Where's the
I
candy?
bought you. Each time I bought you one of those candies that people aren't allowed to bring aboard
Aboard the freight cars.
aboard the frigate cars. Then Miss Faust.
Yes.
Virgilius, after expressing
Exchanging.
a knowing look and nod with Faust, escorted the previously peeved Karan away.
Dante, let us proceed this way.
We followed Faust's guidance to the entrance of our train car. Damn.
Damn, indeed.
Damn. Well, hey, our colors are starting to come back. Our colors are starting to come back.
Yay.
Oh,
Hey, these must be the fabled complimentary food and drink at the first class seats. Heck yeah, of course. Quality stuff like these gotta be included with that insane pricing.
General
More
response
food!
to this room was a surprise that rows upon rows of expensive looking stable capsules. Also, I'd like to point out, from what we know, there were 2 W Corps. The previous one got bought out, and the one that bought it out is currently having financial issues.
Yeah, the financial issues. Haha. The financial issues.
Which makes me think that W Corp is just cursed.
feel like it is.
Yeah. Also, I'm assuming the financial issues came from everything that happened in Maruna.
Yep.
It would be law for it because like, actually, yeah, no, it's Ruina.
Yeah,
and
no, it was
also with the fat
Runa
blob.
with like the puppeteer and all of that.
Yeah.
Flash freeze hibernation, huh? I guess literally freezing our bodies in a flash.
Are these honestly? That's a really good question because like knowing W Corp, like, are these really safe? Are
Are
they
these
safe?
flash freeze hibernation devices safe?
Please elaborate on your exact definition of safe.
No.
These things are supposed to freeze us solid, right? Can we really come back from something like that?
A flash freeze hibernation device will put you in a temporary state of death caused by rapid cellular cryopreservation process. However, the rapidity of the process prevents damage to your cells during the phase change. Therefore, in most normal cases, this will not cause any issues. Faust is aware of this model has fully resolved cell memory breaching issues caused by cryogenic density change by ice crystal growth of water molecules.
I missed about half of what you said, but your point is that it's safe, right? Okay, so that's the actual science behind, like... I'm assuming that's the actual real-world science behind, like, putting it fly in a freezer and then putting it in the microwave for, like, a second to unfreeze it, and it will be, like, kind of fine.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess? I'm not a scientist. Yes, as far as Faust is aware, even if it is sure to arise during the journey, because everyone will be reverted to their states at the beginning of the train trip upon arrival, there won't be any lasting complications from the said problem.
Got some real talent in dragging out something so simple as, yeah, it's safe, to so many words. Seriously.
Indeed, as Faust's talents are not limited to a singular field.
Okay, but still, leaving a lot of...
Hello, child.
Still that... Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. That still leaves a lot to be worried about. Just as I was wondering, however, I realized that there was something odd about the way she phrased that answer. As far as Faust is aware, are you saying that it could be wrong?
As a general rule, Faust does not err. However, Faust is also not a divine being. There's certain information in the world that Faust is yet to gain. There's certain information in the world that Faust is yet to have access to. Therefore, while Faust may speak the facts, what is said may not always align with the truth.
Okay. They don't call first class for nothing, I guess. P Corp's way up there in the northern corner of the city, but this thing will take us there in the blink of an eye, huh? That's one hell of a time saver.
Huh. Nah, so Rocinante, thus begins the long jaunt.
Oh god, we have double boy.
Double Don Quixote, oh no!
Oh, Don Quixote!
Oh.
Oh no, we made her sad. Oh.
Well, her mother did also ground her, she said.
Ground her, yeah, makes sense. Unfortunate.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Feel bad for her.
Oh. Oh, I've been meaning to ask Don Quixote.
Is it gonna be the shoes question? Oh,
Do you
yeah.
ever, wash those shoes?
The shoes.
They
Oh,
stink
no.
like
Where'd that
shit.
come from, Rhodia?
Hey, that's a fair question. It's like, yeah, do you ever okay? Now this is
Wait, question both of you. Do you two wash your shoes?
No
Do you
comment.
two wash your shoes? Yes or no?
No comment.
No comment. No comment, bro.
No comment.
Not the no comment from both of you.
How do you fucking wash shoes?
You dip them in water.
You dip it in water.
Soapy water.
Well, in my
Yeah, you
defense,
just
I
dip
have
it in
like
salty water.
the fucking quad shoes that they invented for like quadriplegics and shit.
I usually my mom washes my shoes because I'm usually busy and all. And
The rain
also
washes my shoes.
The rain
Real.
washes your shoe. It's so dirty though. The rainwater's nasty.
Water is water.
No, it's actually like the freshest it could possibly be.
Aside from bacteria, but aside from that.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, no, I mean, think back to when we were inside that whale.
Yeah, the whale.
And that whale blew up. We got all kinds of gross slime bits on us. They're on our clothes, our shoes, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was nasty.
That shit smelled like ass.
That's just so smelling.
Hold on. Hold on. Give me one.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, I need to talk to Angelica. Your wife.
Oh, what's up?
And do you remember how much we had to scrub to get that bloody, fishy, fleshy gunk out of her clothes? This really is something I want to revisit, but yeah.
The stinky stuff. The stinker.
The stink.
The stinker. The stinker.
The yucky, ew, lucky, ew.
Like, having pallid flesh on your clothes does not sound very satisfying.
No, it probably is really bad.
Ugh. We got the fishy oil smell from, being at sea for a long time, because, that's very sea salty smell.
Oh, don't
Get-
forget the intervallo with the trash crabs. Literally a dumpster
Right.
beach.
No, not those. It's just nasty.
Do you also remember how Don Quixote never took off her shoes once during the whole ordeal?
Yeah, the stinkier.
Okay, I guess I do look a bit filthy.
A bit? A bit?
little bit, a tiny bit filthy.
I ask thee, dear compatriots, hast thou ever witnessed an errant knight who leaves the side of their beloved steed?
Girl, it's okay to step off your horse.
Can't say I've witnessed night before, though.
Then thou shalt know, starting now. Behold, hearken to it, and remember it well.
They don't spare us even a moment of quiet, do they?
Nope. Nuh-uh. They don't. Oh shit. I was like stretching my fingers and I cracked one of them.
Oh shit.
Like I popped it. It's okay. I gotta pop the air out of my bones.
Pop the bubbles. Technically, if you think about it, your fingers are just the joints in your fingers are just technically bubble wrap.
Yeah, they just like refresh from time to time.
Yeah, infinite bubble wrap in your fingers, in your flesh.
Infinite bubble wrap. That sounds so scary.
Alright. Wow. Oh. What was I read? Wow. How close was that to his note? Nah. Wow. Have you been on these, Otis? I have been treated to premium VIP seats of similar grandiosity back when. This is nothing to fuss over. Lies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she
Otis,
shaking
who
her legs and
was
like
sitting there?
is it like one of her legs are bouncing or are they like going against each other like in an inward motion? I don't know how to explain them.
What was your question?
How do you like shake your legs? That's my question. Like, do you just have one of them like bouncing like?
I was thinking
Constantly, or is it, like-
I was thinking like the leg jitter thing.
Oh.
Faust,
Yeah.
who was sitting there shaking her legs, suddenly asked Faust a question.
Give me one. Hey, you're confident that no accidents ever occurred on one of these first-class cars? Yes. In order to prevent cases of unnecessary anxiety and misgivings among
Anxiety.
sinners, the history of accidents that has occurred aboard warp trains will not be shared. Wait, what the?
Beep.
Oh, I think we're leaving. I think we're leaving soon. Knuckles. This is for Warp Train PW612, bound for P Corp. Boarding period is ending soon.
The sinners who were either
Leisurely.
were either leisurely enjoying their complimentary snacks or taking a look around the first class car suddenly became a lot busier.
Then let us hurry and enter our capsules before it's too late.
Oh no. Why isn't this? The other sinners made it into their capsules, no problem, but I felt like I was the only one who's fumbling.
One moment. Ah. Is it anxiety, Dante?
I think so.
Initiating warp in 10 minutes. Allow me to assist you. Stand as though you're leaning back and...
Faust?
Really?
Explanation guided me into the capsule as though she'd done something like this before, then pressed the button inside the capsule that closed the hatch.
Do not worry too much. We'll meet again in but a moment, Dante.
I
Right.
thought I heard a
Later.
brief sigh, but the hatch shut tightly before I could ask her anything. What's up?
Initiating warp. Please confirm that your seatbelts are firmly fastened.
The last thing I saw before my capsule began to fill with gas was Faust climbing into her own capsule opposite of mine. I had no idea then what she really meant by we'll meet again but in a moment. We'll meet again in but a moment.
Dante, wake up! They hit the second tower!
What do you mean they hit the second tower?
Dante, change the channel to any channel!
Oh my god!
Dante changed the channel to what channel? Any.
Any channel! Oh my god, they hit the Pentagon, Dante!
Pentagon! Oh my god!
This fucking got me.
I was waiting for that.
Second tower.
Okay. Dante, you must wake up, Dante.
Dante, some bullshit
Dante.
happened.
Dante, wake
The
up!
one thing I knew for sure was
Y'all
Hold
were
on,
wrong.
give me a moment. An inconceivable situation has occurred.
What happened?
The K-Corp
Something
terrorists are
has-
back and hit Air Corp.
something
They
seriously had
hit
gone
no!
wrong. Seriously gone wrong.
It can't
Right
be
now,
that
I'm going
bad.
to forever
I think.
associate this image with fucking
With-
9/11.
Yeah!
No, please.
Perfect.
Okay, I have like a quick question. Oh wait,
Yeah?
did I get the lunacy from Time Killing Time?
Lunacy. Yeah, lunacy.
Lunacy.
Yeah.
Yo,
Right.
lunacy.
Like I was asking, is this intervallo more story based or combat based?
More story based.
It's more
What is it?
story based, honestly.
Yeah, I'll say it's more story based. Yeah, well, it's the one. It's the interval right before it Kind of makes sense why it's story based.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
and then after that, we get to see the big.
Hmm.
The big. And then after this interval, we get to see the big.
I claim voicing Don Quixote Senior.
Fuck, I wanted to.
Too bad, I took it now.
You got the father!
I was going
would
to
be
call it
Barney.
as soon as we got to the canto, but you fucking beat me to it. You beat me at the
You got
intervallo to it.
Damn, bro.
Sancho, I conceived an idea most ingenious. I'm going to steal Suppress's role.
Wait. Why do you have 178 encapsulate modules?
Because I need to be able to kill God through drowning him in Enkephalin modules.
Hey,
We will go the last canto. We will go to A Corp, the mirror dungeon. We'll take 100 Enkephalin modules for real.
no, I pray that won't happen. That sounds horrible.
It'd be funny as fuck though.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me too much.
Anyways, yippee! I can be Father Don. Let's go.
I'm kind of annoyed at that because I really wanted to fucking voice in that scene.
Wait, then we'll be Vari.
All right, then I
Can I-
just you may have the role. But I'm taking Kuraimbo. I'm taking the
Pardon?
priest.
Deal.
The
I
priest.
can absolutely accept that.
I just want to say that the Cha Maganella but priest version.
Fair.
Much.
Manchurian party!
We're here already?
No.
I love how Dawn's fucking emoting. Wow.
It's like
I
a
guess that
wahoo!
wasn't an exaggeration
Exaggeration.
at all. It really happened in the blink of an eye. Kaito.
Blinking an eye. Sorry, my brain just immediately went to alien stage.
Went to what?
You don't know? Do you not know? Like, do you know alien stage? Do you know
No.
Polygon?
When you switch from bus to train, yeah. Wait, did I not read all of that? I think I might have
No.
missed. Alright. As always, Faust was giving me her usual look, which was a complete lack of any emotive expression, which I suppose is why
Gogo's
I didn't
been dead.
immediately register that something had gone
Awry.
awry.
Bogo's been dead.
Dante, did you get those papers printed?
Faust, what?
Bogo's been dead?
Bogo's been.
Bogo's been dead?
Alright. No, you're not yet at our destination.
Huh?
Where the fuck are we?
When I
You
finally
know the
came
Delta
to,
name
after
for like crit?
I had some time to
Digest that other story.
to dig the odd reply, I looked up at her face once again. I realized that her expression was more
Antsy.
antsy than usual by a microscopic minuscule degree. So this train is still running?
Yes.
Then where are we?
Or somewhere.
I believe her. You know, it's taking me everything not to make a 9/11 joke with this line. I believe we are currently stranded in an unidentified dimension. Coordinates unknown.
We're in the Twin Towers, Dante.
I was gonna say, Dante, we're in the train. Hit A Corp.
No!
Stream stopped lagging, but I guarantee you it's gonna keep lagging.
The stream is gonna keep lagging for every 9/11 joke. You're cursing the stream!
It's like the fucking that video of the sweepers creating like sweeper wall and sweeper catapult and shit.
Sweeper ladder!
Sweeper ladder!
And
La Mancha ladder!
And then it's Netsag yelling at Angela. Angela, they hit the second library. Angela,
Angela, CBD, hit the library!
They hit the library! I
took a
hated the sweepers.
I took a
so
reflective deep breath from the sheer horror of the numerous
I feel so tempted to do the sweepers again.
Numerous
But with-
implications.
implications stuffed into that delayed,
Dryly.
dryly delivered sentence. What? When that passed, the first thing that struck my mind was that we were about to suffer the very thing that we were so worried about. I see.
You're stranded!
But I soon found myself calming down. Yeah, this had to be part of Faust's plan. She probably seen this coming from a mile away. I'm sure she's about to properly tell me everything and tell me every little detail of her plan that will help us out of this situation. Really?
Yes. Also, hold on, I gotta fix my headphones.
Yeah, stream started lagging again. Well, this is...
There you go.
all just part of the plan, right? Right? Wait, no,
No.
right? Faust?
No. No. Mm.
No comment.
She's contemplating on what to say.
No comment, Dante.
No comment. No comment.
That was
Content, no comment. No.
that was a usually long silence for Faust.
Come on.
That silence was very loud. I hope you
Ah.
know that, Faust.
You are half correct, yet half incorrect.
With that, Faust left me to
Flounder.
wander in the chaotic stream of vague, terrifying information as she began to stop by each capsule to wake the sinners. Stream stopped lagging.
Yeah,
Ugh.
the stream
We're
is
here
not lagging
already?
anymore.
Man, it really happened in
No.
the blink of an.
No.
It didn't happen in the
Shut the
blink of
fuck
an
up,
eye.
Gregor.
The fuck
Huh? What's this? Are you here for real? It really happened in the blink of an.
No.
No. Whoa, we're already? I guess I really was working over nothing.
No.
No. Oh.
No.
Shut the fuck up, Yiseng. No.
Fuck up these. Oh. Sad.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
not
I
uttered a
have-
single word.
Yet I have not.
There
Good
was
and
a
bad.
brief
Shut the fuck up.
cheer, a little
Here? Here where?
Oh.
Where's the jolly? Where's the cheer?
There was a brief cheer, a little
Hurrah.
hurrah about
Regaining.
regaining our color, followed by a flat tone explaining explanation of our current position, which was then followed by a long silence. By a long, loaded silence. Streams lagging.
Wait a damn second. Who the hell is Lyndon Jane Smith?
Don't question it. Which was a
Sequence.
sequence of events I had the pleasure of watching play out on about 10
Consecutive.
consecutive occasions.
Dante. I understand your confusion. However, perhaps an elaboration of our present circumstances is necessary.
That brings us to the present.
Let me get this right. This train's still running.
Yeah.
And we're drifting through some unknown dimension.
Yeah. We don't know where we are. We're just here. Oh shit. No. Trying to fight against Kevra using Kevra.
Oh, all about that strike hit me. That's quite dramatic.
Most importantly, are you saying that you already knew that this would happen, Faust?
Yes.
What
That's
the
tight.
hell
Felt
is wrong with
personal.
you?
What was that, Malkos?
But Sai felt so personal.
Me for real.
The sinners each began to voice their anger. Of course, this wasn't the first time Faust and Virgilius
Intentionally.
intentionally and knowingly
Uh, omitted. Omitted.
omitted certain details about events in our path.
What, are you insane? It's not like we can just retreat or jump out of that door when stuff hits the fan.
Opening the door will result in nearly immediate destruction of the physical body.
But hey, Fel, at least you know what to do. At least you know what to do like you always do. You got a plan, right? Right?
Faust, who I had rarely ever seen at a loss for words, was unusually slow to respond.
Huh? What's up
Well.
with her? Life looks totally out of it.
She gave us a sideways glance. Gave me a sideways glance. There must be something she can't disclose in front of the sinners. Guys, let's pause for a bit. She said that something
Inconceivables.
happened. The other sinners angrily
Anger was completely understandable.
was completely understandable. Also made sense that this continued lack of communication was harming our trust in Faust. Alright, we're going to go over the situation from the start, alright? But just let things play out. Really turned everyone against Faust, and for good. Besides,
Dante.
I doubt Faust woke us up in the middle of it. I accidentally hit the spacebar. No,
Oh, and you press auto. No. No.
In the middle of a trip just to spite us. First things first,
Yeah.
I gotta get the sinners to calm down. Then I'll ask Faust to tell us what happened. If there's a problem. If there's a problem, we'll figure it out and deal with it as we move along. Tell us what's going on, Faust. All of it. And in a way that we can all understand it. Let's hear her out first. Is that okay with you guys?
If you say so, I'll go along with it.
Oh, I'm scared. Oh no.
Come on. I suppose who's in my
Why are they both dead?
white rag
Rag.
They're both gonna be dead and I
Quietly.
can't do it.
even
Rarely.
really ever did anything.
Thank you, Dan.
No.
After some time,
Sorry, guys. Oh my god. Yes.
That's just,
Throw leaves. Oh,
the
you
grimace of Faust.
the gist.
The gist of Faust's
The grimace.
explanation was as follows. Our stream stopped lagging and started lagging again. The cause of the incident was always, as always, involved a certain contract within
An unilateral
unilateral
decision.
from the higher-ups of Limbus Company. W Corp caught wind of Limbus Company's recent distortion contract management promotions and decided to contact us to deal with a mysterious repeated series of incidents suspected to have been caused by a distortion after multiple failed attempts to resolve it on their own, of course.
The distortions themselves likely did not pose a problem for W Corp based on the available information. It can be determined that they would have all been neutralized as soon as the train arrived, and any transferred passengers would have been reverted to their human forms. But
I'm gonna go now. Bye-bye.
Stream stopped lagging.
Good luck.
The real issue was that the passengers were disappearing.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.
oh, looks like I gotta do that now.
Oh.
Passengers, spirited away? Spirited away like the Ghibli movie, for real? Alas, such is an impossibility aboard these trains, is it not? That is the question for which we must discover the precise cause and effect of.
Did W Corp share any of this to get us started?
That appears to be the most prominent cause of this misunderstanding.
She explained that W Corp refused to share anything about the trains because they were concerned about maintaining the secret of their singularity. Maybe that explained why they
Sought?
sought out the upstart business like Limbus company to deal with this. Now that I think about it, we wouldn't even know where to start if we didn't have access to the information that the identity cards had to offer. Faust appeared
Produced?
in
What appeared?
produce what appeared to be a key card with W Corp
Logo
logo on it before continuing with her explanations.
However, we were given this master key card that can open and close the hibernation capsules at will. We may return to our respective capsules as soon as the contract is fulfilled and safely complete the rest of the journey as we had planned from the beginning.
These bloody wings, every single one of them, be an absolute bummer.
Barmy.
Barmy.
I think it's but unkind of them to ask us to finish the puzzle without all the important pieces. At least T-Corp and their chief executive director tagged along as our assistant, not to mention kindly explaining so many new things to us. It sounds like Miss Faust was stuck between a rock and a hard place herself.
Some sinners grew more receptive after her explanation, albeit with a sigh.
I would have appreciated it if you at least gave us a hint.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but it's not like there's someone out there monitoring our every move and every word, right? Chat, she doesn't know. That is...
I'm sorry, that fucking chat she doesn't know like caught me off guard. I to the point where I'm not even sure what the fuck you're referring to.
The beholders, the eye.
Oh.
Chat, she doesn't
right,
know.
yeah. Right, they fucking see everything.
They see with the big ol' eyes. Or non-existent eyes, I guess.
But not everyone was willing to let this go without saying their piece.
Next time, I'll take your inputs into account.
And that's everything I can do for her. It's an undeniable truth that Faust has disappointed the sinners with what she's done. But she is Faust, after all. I think she has backup plans to get us out of this situation.
So what's next on our agenda? Yeah, what's done is done, right? Besides, it's not like we gotta rot away for thousands of years inside this metal box. That is something I must first discuss with Dante. 'Cause, 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 'cause
discuss. But discussing things with other people was very unlike Faust. What are we discussing, Faust?
Well, we must converse in a lower volume, Dante.
Why are we whispering? Her
Secretive?
attitude only
Exasperated
my already battered sense of safety.
My connection to Faust has been severed.
Gastoshaft?
Gesellschaft. Gentlemen,
Okay. I'm sorry, what?
I cannot access Faust's knowledge at the moment.
I guess I was really right to be anxious.
Yeah, the
also,
Gesellschaft is just the Discord server.
Yeah. Also, next fucking Kanto is gonna be a bitch off of dialogue alone.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Also, I'm gonna have to, like, refine that art bus made for it.
2,000 characters in one cancel, wahoo!
Pardon?
2,000 characters in one cancel, yippee!
I'm sorry, what?
Dude, there's gonna be so many characters to voice in the next cancel.
Oh god, you're right.
And you know what's worse? It's gonna be worse in Honolulu's cancel. Probably. Considering that, you know...
like, the thing is, like, the red... whatever it's called, is like one of the longest pieces of written literature ever.
Exactly. So there's gonna be more unique characters at Canto 8 and Canto 7 probably, considering that also, you know...
Yeah, I also
GF
think
family line.
like, the story for Canto 7 was just more trying to prepare us for fucking Canto 8.
Honestly, yeah. Feels more like another interval for Honolulu than actual canon for Don Quixote. Still liked it though.
Yeah, well, part of it felt like that anyways.
Suppose.
Anyways,
Fighting time. Fighting time.
yay, finally.
소재가 준비된
How's this team?
Let me see. Nah, you should be fine, honestly. I mean, that's basically the team I had going into it, so.
Yeah. Wait, what's his passive again?
Uh,
Support passive.
blood damage.
Okay. Not exactly great. Yeah, wait, no, this only really applies to Gloom.
Yep.
Oh, wait, we have a surprising amount of Gloom production, huh?
Mhm.
Nice. Wait, really? Barely any Wrath, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. Weird. Pride's always kind of just been a bitch to get.
오늘도 부디
Unless you're using
Anyways,
Police Team.
유지할 수 있기를.
Yeah. What do you mean you can't?
I mean in the most literal sense. My access to Faust's input and information, which has always been readily available, is completely severed. They banned me from the Discord server.
Oh, what if everything about this situation is something you don't have access to yet, like you said last time? When was last time?
Wait, whatever. I genuinely don't remember.
It must be one of the Walpurgis.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, yeah, that makes sense, honestly. That would be probably the case. One cannot completely dismiss that possibility, but even that is uncertain.
Even every answer Faust has given me has always full of conflict, confidence, and
Methodical.
methodical
Expertise.
expertise. I don't think she's ever said a sentence that was this full of
Speculation.
speculation and doubt. Screen's lagging again.
Uh-oh.
Then, Faust, you are
Yes, at this moment I am limited to operating only with my knowledge. I cannot discern the cause of this disconnection. More than enough precautions have likely been taken in case of interdimensional travel, but perhaps Faust did not take into account an occasion in which we may have to access an unidentified dimension such as this. Or even if it was taken into account, this particular dimension may not yet have been subject to cross-observation. If that is not the case, then no, never mind.
so basically basically Faust is interdimensional.
Yeah,
Wait, Faust
Except for a
is
few places.
multiversal.
yes, the connection anyways. It's like the Wi-Fi is multiversal except for a few spots.
Okay. And they observe universes and shit.
Yes.
How?
Through Faust. Or, Faust sees through Faust. Plural.
What, do they send like a satellite or some shit?
I don't know, probably. Like, what I assume it's like, in my personal opinion, and thoughts, it's like a server, a data server, essentially. The information gathered from each Faust is sent into a server base that's then reconnected to, other Fausts, which they can use. They then can use that information for their own use.
Okay.
And if something happens, like say for like I don't know, like now, it's basically like disconnecting them from the server base, like
Okay.
disconnecting the wire. There's nothing that suggested my connection to Faust would be a loss, not even as we boarded the train. To be honest, this is... a rather disagreeable situation for me. I'm fucking cooked.
Alright. For now. Now that changes everything. I recall the last thing I saw before the
Capsule?
hitch on the capsule
Oh, the
clothes. When Faust told me to not worry too much. Okay, this is just a minor setback. Nothing we can't beat, right? We got this. I began to mutter like I was trying to convince myself. As the manager, my job is to calm everyone down and set their sight on the future, just as Faust did for me immediately before the hatch closed. If you're right about why you were disconnected, then
Problem?
the problem will solve itself once we're off the train. I'd like to point out, it's been an hour and a half and it's just been dialogue.
Yep.
And if we ever run out of options, we'll just turn the clock to see what happens. Don't stress yourself too much. We still have a lot to work with, my clock, sinners, and I found my confidence taking a hit with every word that came out of my metaphorical mouth. But that seemed to be enough for Faust. She nodded.
Understood. And to the sinners. The fact that we are currently confined to a warp train in operation must be a source of enough stress. I believe that sharing Faust's current state with them would add an unnecessary source of tension.
What? So, reckon this door ain't gonna do anything? We're all going to do to bot it once it opens?
How many times I have to tell you that you're not even strong enough to break this door down? A billion years in this box.
Yeah, good idea. So, what now? Do we have to take a searching sweep around
Sweet.
each car or something?
In the grand scheme of things, yes.
Faust checked the
Cleared.
air with a cough before continuing.
By A Corp standard timescale, approximately 3 days have passed since our departure.
Fuck.
As per the contract between Limbus Company and W Corp, I acquired the master key to place inside my capsule and adjusted the hatch settings to open automatically in 3 days.
3 days? Huh?
I feel like I just blinked and I guess that's hibernation for you. As you're all informed prior to boarding, there is no way for the economy class passengers to enter the first class car. That is why this place has remained untouched. However, cross-referencing my own deductions and W Corp's rather fragmentary explanations, I can assume that the situation is currently under progress in the economy class cars.
The part where they
Thrash?
where they trash the shit out of each other, tearing their limbs off and all that mess.
No, I doubt that. I don't think that it gets that bad in just 3 days. Besides, that's supposed to be business as usual for W Corp, right? There must be something else out of the ordinary that they want us to deal with. Precisely. In my opinion, it is. Oh! Hold that for but a moment!
Just as Faust was about to continue, Don Quixote raised her index finger to her lip and
Signaled?
slightly
Signaled?
signaled her to be quiet.
Does not hear out as I do? Scratching, nay, rapping, they are dropping a beat out there! Forsooth, pass this.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's the official line. Alright. Forsooth, past this gate must be.
As Don Quixote kept listening with her ear to the door, an odd expression of half curious and half horror appeared on my face.
On her face.
On
It's
her
possible
face.
that there must be Lady Faust?
After that very
Distressful?
distressful noise, everyone simultaneously turned their head to look at Faust, who closed her eyes briefly in thought.
Please step aside for a moment, Don Quixote. It'll be best if I just observed it with my own eyes.
With that, she proceeded to master the key before her pocket and
Approached?
approached the panel
Panel?
inside the next door. Whoa, hang on a minute. You're going to open the door?
I intend to follow your usual flavor of suggestion, Heathcliff. That there are times in which a physical altercation is preferable to detached ruminations.
Huh? What suggestion? Well, I ain't going to disagree with you there, but what's going on? It gone into you, lass.
After all, how could I do anything without seeing it myself? In other words, fuck it, we ball.
Beep. Stream's lagging. After a brief mechanical beep, hideous creatures suddenly crashed through the open door and charged wildly in our direction.
Fighting time.
Yeah, how long is this intervalo?
15 stages so far. We're about 4 in, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I just mean like overall as a whole.
Fire pace, I'd say we're gonna be here for a while.
Rough estimate?
Faust estimates about 2 hours or so.
In total or remain? Holy shit.
In remaining.
Yeah, we might have to call this one too. Yeah, we might have to like call this one early as well.
I do believe there's quite a bit of story.
Pardon?
There's quite a bit of story in this one.
Yeah.
So
I kind of dislike how Project Moon's been doing that a lot. Been making insanely long intervals. I don't like that. Also, holy shit, Dawn's meeting the conditionals.
Yep.
And I'm just fucking win rating.
Win rate, yahoo!
Also, I have no fucking clue how to use Princess of La Mancha Land.
Just do like we do with other Blood Fiends. Just build up their like unique effects.
Yeah, but I don't know how exactly.
Hold on. Let me look at my Rodion right now.
Thank you.
Because I'm get Blood Feast. Use skills other than skill 3. Save skill 3 up until you get 25.
Yeah, but
then
the weird
use
thing is, skill 3 actually fuels like their unique thing really well.
Then I suggest using it you could basically just use it whenever. Like unless you want to save specifically the finale, just keep using it up until you get 25 or close to 25, and then save it.
Yeah.
Alright. Lady Faust, however similar in appearance they may have been to passengers, verily, 'tis as though they were in complete want of sense. Like people pelletified by the whale.
Don Quixote hesitated until the last second to raise her weapon against them. She hung her head mournfully. Normally, Faust would have told her more information about those monsters before the fight began, and she would not have been
Burdened
with the sheer thought of harming the innocent. Faust began searching the area closely,
observing various
bodies and general area for information.
You appear particularly inquisitive today, Miss Faust.
Huh, yeah. Aren't you usually the one who has all the answers while we're racking our brains trying to come up with something?
The sinners were starting to feel that there's something off about Faust's behavior. They may even soon realize that there's something wrong with Faust.
Don Quixote. They are not dead. Huh? Observe closer. The parts are all tethered to one another by something, are they not? Hmm. Oh! It appears that the flow of time has ceased in this space. Therefore, it follows that the connections that tether bodies to life and away from death remain intact.
To my relief, Faust managed to correctly figure out what's going on like her usual self, even if it took her slightly longer than it usually does. Hey, what I say? We got this.
Huh? What was that about?
Oh, nothing. But I'd forget that not all the sinners were confident with nodding along to whatever information Faust told us.
The flow of time has ceased aboard a warp train, is it?
Yisang grew
Pensive.
pensive, seeing that Faust's
Lips.
lips parted for a moment before closing shut. I was starting to get a good read of her expressions. That was
An unmistakable.
unmistakable regret. Look of regret, however short-lived.
Albeit, would it not be more accurate to me was that the flow of time has decelerated to the point where, to an extra-dimensional observer, it is slow to a stop? What is your perspective regarding this suggestion?
Yes, that is the most rational suggestion, Yi-sang.
Did Miss Faust just get something wrong?
Wow, Yisang sure is a time expert, right? Can you summarize it in easier language now that we're talking about it anyway?
Gladly, if you'd allow me.
Yisang began to elaborate
Blah,
with
blah, blah,
genuine
blah, blah, blah,
enthusiasm.
blah, blah,
Stream
blah,
stopped
blah, blah,
lagging.
Blah 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 blah.
That was close.
That sounded exactly like the. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, like the fucking button. The fucking... That was easy.
It's easy.
Button.
Alright.
Like, I've tried that. I've, like, practiced that fucking voice.
To speak in brevity, it can be said that death is not an element aboard this train.
And can you maybe speak in a little less brevity?
To elaborate,
Verily, this one's hard to beat still.
Don Quixote lowers her head to listen closer, and what appeared to be a dismembered torso, and shouts with relief.
their state is akin to an unassembled jigsaw puzzle, merely immobilized and separated. Though their corpus has been sundered, the concept of death is a state of for all intents and purposes, eternal delay aboard this train. Existence and continuance of moratorium. Forced they are, to be tethered upon the thinnest yet tenacious thread of life.
I ill understood what been said here, yet they're not dead, all the same, I don't understand what you just said. If their separate parts are all connected, then it can be said that no matter how entangled their bodies become. Hold on. It is not possible to eventually gather the parts together to form a single passenger. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. You were not gone.
Sorry about.
Pardon?
Sorry about that. My mom was talking.
Okay, no worries. You were not gone long.
Yeah, it was a quick talk. Anyways.
Okay.
Thus, naturally, we could determine how and why the profession W Corp cleanup agent has come to be. I see, because someone will have to categorize and reconstruct these puzzles once the journey is over.
It's really baffling to me that a job like that even exists. Wait, you know how W Corp gets like a picture of people before, so like it auto does it?
Yeah?
What about like the shit that they can't see?
Zero clue. Unexplained. Like everything in Project Moon.
Yep. Ever seen a wing that wasn't baffling in every sentence of that word? Still, I guess that means that as long as the train arrives at the station, they'll all be put back together like nothing happened. From what I learned through W Corp IDs, their main job was to gather chunks of flesh together to bring them back to their original shape before they board the trains. It was a lot more
Visceral.
when I had to look at it in person.
Phew. That is quite the auspicious news among ill tidings indeed.
It soon clicked to me what Faust was though with some awkward effort trying to do as I watched Don Quixote sigh with relief. Maybe Faust was trying to cheer Don Quixote up in her own way. The other Faust would not
Even find
even find it. Would not find it even necessary to do something like that.
Dante.
It's Faust.
Oh, didn't I pick up? Dante.
Huh? What's up? Oh, time to whisper. Right.
Indeed.
Only the indeed part picked up.
Oh shit, hold on. Hold on.
None of it picked up this time.
No, I'm texting right now. Hold on, wait, I'm responding.
No worries, no worries.
In the chain Discord. Indeed. I intend to collect further intelligence.
Well, if there's anything I can tell you. Faust cast a dark gaze towards the chunks of flesh. Her gaze remained fixed upon them as she whispered,
Are any distortions or abnormalities?
Well, yeah. I actually wanted to ask you about that. They weren't human, that's for sure. For them, I felt same...
Sensation?
The same sensation I felt for monsters. Something inexplicable. An unclear sensation or aura. Or an aura. I've felt something... I felt this somewhat before. I'm sure of it, but I couldn't quite pinpoint the source of this sensation. Excuse me. One thing I do know for sure is that this sensation was not the same feeling I got from abnormalities, distortions, or even the picatulum. Wait, what exactly is the difference between the picatulum and abnormalities?
Okay, so Picatula are failed distortions, essentially.
Oh,
Abnormalities, yeah, it's explained later in one of the intervals before, after Candle 7. So let me
okay,
fit.
so like Philip,
Yep.
where he somehow failed to distort properly.
Well, that Philip is a little bit different. He failed to distort.
He
I guess.
egoed, distorted, and
Distorted.
then went to half distortion.
Meanwhile, with Pikachu, it's just, oh yeah, you just failed distort generally. Like you failed. You're so much of a failure. You can't even distort properly. Imagine.
Yeah, meanwhile, Philip's like just all over the place. If I had to learn one way or the other, I'd say they're closer to distortions. I'm sorry, I don't think they're either of those.
Is it difficult to be certain at the moment?
Again, I'm not sure how I can explain this, but they're very, very similar to distortions, but also different. If you had to ask them, I'm going to guess Faust doesn't know.
Us may know, but I, at this moment, have no way of knowing.
I feel like I should apologize for that.
There's no need, Dante. Though the information you have provided me is rather ambiguous, it has helped me to deduce something of worth. And collecting intelligence myself and creating deductions based on sparse information is quite...
She paused and holding a bloody, slimy. Chunk of flesh in her hands. Did she just smile to herself with gore in her hands?
Oh, finally, the awakening has begun.
Please say
Also, the
there's
word-
more combat.
Also, speaking of slimy, I've also forgot to ask you, how was the Minecraft movie for you?
Oh yeah, right. I enjoyed it. It was absolute dog shit, but I enjoyed it.
It's good. That's about my experience as well. Absolute dog shit, but really also knows more story. You wanna like cut it for today or for tonight?
Yeah. The problem is it's fucking Monday.
Yeah. Why
And
did
it's-
wait? How much? Actually, yeah. Why did you decide to stream on Monday, if I may ask?
Very, very simple. This is coming to an end soon.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And
Well, I
I
doubt
need
we'd
to
be able to
get
get there in
this.
time.
Yeah, and bare minimum, I need to get this ID.
Ah.
I want to get all of this, but if I can only get the ID, I can accept that. That's why,
Okay,
like,
plus-
I also might again stream tomorrow, but try and do it earlier, solely so I can get the fucking ID.
Please do it earlier, please.
Yeah, I'll try. Unless, like, even... No.
No,
I
it doesn't
don't.
give you. You gotta do new stages. Can't do old
Dang.
stages.
Wait, really? Fuck.
No, can't even do. No. You can't use Virgilius to get these capsules. Virgilius, you have to help us farm for collectibles.
Pardon?
Virgilius, you have to come help us farm for materials.
Oh, fuck. No, I'm actually forced to stream tomorrow.
Unfortunate.
Like, there's no two ways around it. I have to stream, like, pretty early tomorrow.
How early are we talking?
I don't know.
We'll say, I suppose.
Yeah. Wait, no, shit. I also have D&D tomorrow. Fuck.
Oh.
You know, I don't think anyone's going to watch this intervalo anyways. I might just...
Might just, do it off screen.
Yeah,
Off
I
stream.
think this might be one of those times where I have to do it off screen. Screen.
Off screen? Ah! But yeah. Oh. I was kind of hoping to voice
Yeah,
City, but it's
right.
fine.
Anyways, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Alrighty. Good night.
Night.